Anyway, Rick, Michael's question, in a nutshell, have you ever been tempted to sell out? You are the kind of guy that looks like you want to sell out.
Bloody-lutely.
I was waiting for the knot, but there was no knot.
Absolutely not.
Oh, we added it in last minute.
I did two absolutes and not. I think what Michael's touched on there is he's asked the question, and it's not a question it's a question I've been asked before in lots of different ways.
Not a voice note.
Not on a voice note. Not on Have Your Say.
Nice.
But what I think he almost answered his own question there. Certainly from he said, it's great that I'm influential or whatever that may be, and people, if I give it a rave review, it'll sell off the shelves. If I give it a terrible review, it might not do. But I don't see that a lot in that. I just like to give my own personal reviews, and we've talked about reviews in the past anyway. I think what he's touched on there, though, is the fact that what has potentially led to said success is the fact that I am not bought out. I've never sold out. I'm not paid by manufacturers. And I think I know that. The audience know that. So it'd be silly if I ruined it. Like, there's no need for me to ruin that. I think, again, I've said it on the podcast before, pretty much every brand, every manufacturer at some point has either hinted or have actually put down some level of a hard, would you sign, full bag, full this, full that. And I know a few other YouTubers have. It's just not where I'm at with it. I don't need to do it. I don't want to do it. And I do believe, like Michael said, I think people, thankfully, hopefully, trust me, trust what I say, trust how I make the videos. I am honest in the fact of my holding game, and you'll see good shots, bad shots. As a review, I'll show you what I find in my reviews and how I test equipment. So yeah, I think to answer that question, I have not been tempted to sell out because I understand that has led to the growth of the channel.
Well, you know what's interesting as well, I think, with it? We know now that club reviews are a big part of the channel, as the TaylorMade Stealth Drive has proved. But equally, our biggest videos actually aren't always with club
Not
reviews. They're more like, you playing with Tommy Fleetwood or Sam Horsfield, etc. But go on, sorry.
But I don't think selling out is exclusive for manufacturers.
Well, that's what I was going to say as well. Even if you said, right, okay, I'm going to sign to X golf brand, TaylorMade, Titleist, Callaway, but I'm then never going to do club reviews again. Firstly, people will be upset because they like watching the club reviews. But secondly, I think there would still be some kind of level of people thinking, well, okay, you're not doing club reviews, but I subscribed to you because you were kind of that relatable guy. Now you're doing Instagram posts every month about the new Callaway driver and how fast it is.
Yeah.
You lose that. We get that off the Tour Pros, and we kind of accept it off the Tour Pros because we know it's part and parcel of their business. Is they get, typically, not always, but they sign to a brand.
Yeah.
And then as part of that, they have to do some promotional stuff. Some brands do it better than others. TaylorMade, to be fair, are actually killing it with some of their content at the moment. Other guys just put on, literally you can tell the managers put it, just something like, the new driver has given me loads of ball speed. I love it. Thank you.
Copy in it.
Yeah, it's terrible. But I think you would lose that personally.
But also, just thinking there, it not exclusive to manufacturers. And you'll know this because you deal with a lot of this side of the business as well. We're just talking brands in general. But I feel like I'm very conscious and aware of the brands that I associate myself with. Yeah. So in the past, obviously, brands like Nike, obviously Garmin and the technology I use. I've been I've been linked with Lumina over in Spain in the past. I've done deals with Top Tracer and the Open and MasterCard. The brands that I genuinely believe in.
Like them or use them or want to be associated with.
Yeah, the brands that I feel that complement the business, the brand that I'm in. And also, I'm very, very conscious, kind of going back to Michael's point about selling out. I could also sell out on content. Like, content is outrageously expensive. And again, I'm excluding manufacturers. I'm talking about people, big businesses, putting big money deals down, talking about, our guest is here, I think.
Okay.
Talking about this content is completely sponsored, etc. I feel like we're super careful about that.
Having said that, if you want to sponsor the podcast, email us. It can be anything. Any old crap will do on the podcast. Podcast a different entity. Rick Shiels' main channel, it's clean cut. Podcast will flog beer mats, paper, you name it, we'll sell it.
Contact guy.
And that's brought to you by Rick Shiels beer mats. That you can get these on Amazon for $10.99 a beer mat.
So yeah, I think to answer it's a great question, and I'd like to think that I'm aware enough of my own growth and how it's got there, and I'm very, very careful that a few wrong mistakes can easily make the stack of cards fall down.